Not all strays walk the streets. Some don't roam, they don't run. They don't even beg because they can't. They're locked behind gates, tied to rusting chains, left in silence, in places no one visits, guarding homes they don't belong to. We often feel sorry for the ones we see wandering. But what about the ones we don't see? The ones stuck in places, waiting days for a meal, waiting weeks to be remembered. Some strays are lucky they can still look for hope. Others are trapped, just surviving. This isn't the prettiest video. It's not polished or curated, but this is the truth, and today we're bringing you with us. I'm gonna show you a few things that I prepared for today's feeding event. We have three colors of t-shirts. So these are from the brand Animal Kind. They do sell some treats online. We've got like 3 flavors from their packaging, so that's what we're trying to achieve. We are gonna get going. We have 3 volunteers for today who's gonna go with us. Let's start off with the preparation. For all of you who are watching from other parts of the world, I feel like I have to explain on why we feed rice mixed with chicken liver, ground meat, and dog food. From my past experiences of feeding strays, it has always been a struggle to have them eat pure dog food. Because here in the Philippines, rice is a daily staple and that's what most people eat, and it's also what strays have gotten used to. A lot of them grew up scavenging for leftovers, so when we try to give pure dog food, many won't even touch it. Their systems got used to it, and having rice made the feeding easier for us and more familiar for them. But of course, we know rice alone isn't enough, and it doesn't give the full nutrition dogs and cats need, which is why we always try to mix in meat, liver, and dog food. It's more balanced that way, and honestly, it makes the food more appetizing for them too. Currently driving to pick up our volunteers. We are going to be heading to the north side of Manila. So if you've been to Metro Manila, we're going to be going to the QC area, Quezon City. And I haven't done stray feeding there before, but I'm hoping we're going to be able to cater to a lot of stray animals. It's going to take me an hour to get there. I'm gonna make sure to take you guys along for this activity. I'm excited with how this is gonna end because, to be honest, it is rare that we get these kinds of sponsorship where I could organize into stray feeding events. And it's something that's really close to my heart because it opens my eyes and it makes me become more aware of the real situation of our stray animals here in Southeast Asia, and it gives me inspiration to educate. If I haven't mentioned it yet, I just came from a straight 8-hour work. I work at night and it's 8:21 a.m. And prior to work, I also met with my friends. I've been up for probably like 20 hours already, and it's a jam-packed week, to be honest. Like the next days are still going to be hectic for me, but I think we can manage. Today's outreach efforts turned into something far more emotional and urgent than we expected. With the hope of giving some love and relief to the animals on the streets, what we saw broke our hearts. That was very tough. We encountered a dog at the gasoline station, and we have other volunteers that we have to meet. We couldn't do anything because the food that we have going to be bad in a few hours if we don't give it to other stray dogs. So we decided to have it stayed on a spot and ask the gasoline boys if they could just let the dog stand by. And then later, after feeding, we will come back to the dog. We met with our fellow volunteers. We went to a parking space where stray cats were. We fed on the street, where you will encounter dogs who are half-hearted. Their bodies spoke of pasts we'll never fully know. You could see the trauma in every step back and every glance over their shoulder. And still, we came with kindness because sometimes we know that's where healing begins. Going on a stray feeding run, you think you're just there to give food. But the surprises never stop. We just met a dog earlier who's barely standing. We left him behind thinking we will be back to help. Then, just a few streets later, here's another. It is clearly sick with TVT or maybe something more. It messes with your head. You're meant to move on to the next group, but your heart stays behind. How do you keep feeding when all you want to do is fix everything? It is really hard.
Ayan na, bukas na. Open mo na. Paper plate na lang ha. Andito na yung paper plate. Hawak ko na para.
Andiyan yung paper plate lahat.
Andito na po.
Sabi abot ni ano na.
Tingnan mo. Matutog sila. Sige, abutin yan. Ano? Alam mo. Shot sila.
Padagdagan pa.
Oo, dadagdagan pa yan. Ayun
Dagdagan pa yan.
wait lang. Tignan mo, pinit lang ha. Lalagyan natin.
Gutom na gutom sila. Oo nga po eh.
Para silang ano.
Ano?
Sila. Kawawa naman.
This is the part of the feeding that I honestly struggle to talk about. We pulled over beside this closed-off compound, maybe a warehouse, maybe just a storage lot, I don't even know. What caught our attention were the dogs inside. No barks, no growls. Their eyes just said everything. They didn't bark at us as strangers. They didn't act like guard dogs. They just looked starved. Like they've been waiting for someone who never comes. It's as if this was their first meal, and they didn't know when was their last. It wasn't until we spoke to the neighbors that the truth finally sank in. They were left there to guard the compound. But who guards them? They are being fed occasionally, says the neighbor. Just locked inside, waiting. Prisoners in a place they never chose. And the worst part, they weren't even aggressive. Just hungry, just lonely. How unfortunate.